Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Yes.
Happy Thursday. I do think I told you last time that we would be doing every Monday for CST chats, but life. So we are rolling and being flexible and going with the flow and trusting the spirit and all those things. And so if you were anticipating a CST chats on Monday and it did not happen, please accept our apologies. And I hope that you will enjoy our session today. Now, CST is our short abbreviation, not abbreviation.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, it is abbreviation.
It
Okay,
is an abbreviation.
for craniosacral therapy. And we've already had a couple of sessions of chats where you guys have learned a little bit of the basics of craniosacral therapy. Today, though, we are talking about the AromaTouch technique, which we've touched on before. Touched on the AromaTouch. Because mom actually offers that as a service. She was certified by doTERRA in 2016 to offer the AromaTouch technique. She is currently offering that session type on special as a spring special, which covers, graduation, Mother's Day, a lot of opportunities for us to buy these sessions on discount for people that we love or for ourselves, because we need a little self-care to get through this busier season. But one of the things that mom and I were talking about is how there are still a lot of people who are not familiar with the AromaTouch technique. They're not like, is it a massage? It's not really craniosacral, but then stuff happens to your back, anyway, stuff happens with essential oils. And so mom and I had a really cool conversation yesterday where she expressed that she was able to like break some of that out because she had a client ask her, hey, can you please be more specific about what I can expect during the session type? And so we thought we'd do a little conversation and a little bit of brainstorm today to kind of get some more thoughts out, so that I can be more thoughtful with content online. So this is a twofer because we're going to be talking to you, but we're also going to be gathering some of these hopefully brilliant things that we say and using them for content later. Mom, take it away.
So I am here to explain the stuff that happens in an AromaTouch technique session. So as Jenny said, it is not massage. I want to clarify that by saying there are a sequence of strokes that do occur on a person's back. But we use the words AromaTouch technique to describe this treatment as per doTERRA. Okay, so AromaTouch technique is very unique. Exactly. It's really the best word for it is treatment. When I first graduated from massage school back in 2010, I started at a very high-end spa, and they had all kinds of treatments, mud treatments, and wraps, and there was all kinds of special steps that need to be taken to complete this treatment. That is how AromaTouch technique is. So the way that it works is we do use a total of 8 oils on the body.
So people have to undress.
Right. Okay. So yes, you would have to remove shoes and then your upper body garments. And that can be, I always give my clients the option if they want to remove their bottom garments for comfort reasons more than anything else, because we will not be addressing the anything below the torso. It's just the back and the feet.
So you have to have socks off too.
That's correct.
Okay.
So yes, I'm sorry. So footwear includes socks. Yes,
okay.
Because the oils will be placed on the skin, on the back of the body, and on the feet,
which are some of the most durable places for, especially for somebody who's not familiar with how, like, if this is their first experience with essential oils, your spine and the bottom of your feet are generally some of the best places and the most kind of durable places to receive oils.
Well, so these oils are so pure, right? They're absorbed in 30 seconds into the body. Okay, so the absorption speed is amazing, but that's because the product is so pure, and it's a wonderful company and product. Yes, the oils, the 8 oils are placed on the spine, and 2 of those oils are placed on the feet. The feet are also known to have the largest pores on the body. Of all the body, the feet have the largest pores. So, right. So it does. So even with the absorption rate of the oil itself, the fact that the feet have larger pores makes it, yes, even more quickly absorbed into the body. So of these 8 oils, so a person would be laying down, face down the whole time. The whole treatment session is face down for 45 minutes. It is a 45-minute treatment. They would, of course, be made comfortable like we do for any type of therapeutic treatment that you would get from a bodywork practitioner. They always want to make you comfortable. So we're looking at table heat. We're looking at face cradle, making sure that it is slanted, lowered, have the height increased, whatever needs to happen for the client's face and neck to be comfortable for those whole 45 minutes. We also make sure there's a bolster behind, or excuse me, under their ankles. So to support, so that their toes are not pressing up against the table. So all that is about comfort. Also, they are under a sheet. So there is what we call draping in the industry. Their bottom half of their bodies will be draped, and then they would have either a blanket or just a sheet, depending against on the time of the year and a client's preference. Because again, this is about comfort. We want to make them comfortable on the table so that they can relax into the session and just enjoy it. I also provide, and this is something I do, is for those that may have sinus challenges, being face down for 45 minutes can cause, yes, it can cause that.
I'll be your sound effect.
That was what it can cause. And so,
and ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
Okay. So I will put a tissue. I have a little bottle that I prepare that I use for my clients of eucalyptus. And I ask the client, and again, that's a comfort thing. So this is all done pre-session. Would you like some eucalyptus underneath your face cradle? I do spritz of eucalyptus underneath the face cradle so that it can keep their nose open and they can breathe well. And I also spritz it halfway through. So I'm making sure, because it does dry up. It's on a tissue, the spritz is on a tissue and it does dry. And then after a while, you don't really get enough of an effect. Okay, so that's comfort. So to begin with, of course, there's always an opening touch for any, again, bodywork practitioner. There's an opening touch, and then we go into the actual application of the oils. Now, the oils are placed in a certain order, and I'm going to go over those now. The first one that's used is Balance, and that is an oil blend, and then lavender. Now, I'm bringing those two up together for a reason. So the AromaTouch technique is a technique that doTERRA wanted to structure around addressing specific issues. So they are paired. The 8 oils are paired up. The first 2 are Balance and lavender, and those address stress. The next 2 are Melaleuca or tea tree and On Guard, and those address toxic load. The next 2 are AromaTouch and Deep Blue. And yes, doTERRA has an oil called AromaTouch.
And if you haven't tried it, it's amazing.
And it is a blend. Okay, so it is a blend, and it is lovely. So those AromaTouch and Deep Blue address have anti-inflammatory properties. And then your last 2 are Wild Orange and Peppermint. And those 2 address autoimmune support. So that's what AromaTouch is all about. It's about supporting the body and making you feel good. So as I
Real
begin,
good, real good. Just putting that out there, real good. I have never ever talked to anybody who's experienced an AromaTouch
yeah,
Technique session who was like, oh, that was crap,
yeah,
or oh, I don't feel anything, or oh, no, no, no. It's
yeah,
usually like, whoa,
yeah.
that's
Well, yeah, the oils are special. There's no doubt about it. They did think through how they wanted, again, they chose these oils for a very specific reason to address specific things. So yes, the feeling of overall wellness after a session, and I've had them as well, is amazing, no doubt. So balance is the first one that's placed on the body, and then
which I
lavender.
love actually, because balance, the balance essential oil blend is doTERRA's grounding
Yes,
blend. So I
that's
love
correct.
that, like the first thing that they're directing for you to put on the body is like, hey, let's ground this person, let's get them present and in the moment. I love that.
Right. And so being a blend, so the balance and all, I just want to make sure everybody understands. So each one of these oils, all 8 of them, are placed on the spine, directly on the spine. So you can imagine immediately 30 seconds later, as after being placed, the spine, the body will absorb them. So they are going directly into the autonomic nervous system. So, but again, so each oil is placed. Now I can't say that the sequence of strokes that are used is done the same exact way for each oil. That's, again, like I said, this is a little bit of a very unique and complex. It has its own little complexity, balance. You put it on, you do one sequence of strokes, then you use lavender. The lavender is used also on the ears. And there's a sequence that you use on the ears as well.
That part.
That's, yeah, I know,
Oh.
but it's lovely.
Mm.
And the ears are also incredibly sensitive and are considered, there are contact points or on the ears that will also help the body. Of course, the word left me, but that's okay. I'm going to not try to
Is that in that
remember
like
it.
proprioceptive space?
It's
different words.
it's another one.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, so we do start with those, and then we go on to the rest of the oils all the way through the first 6 on the back. We cover the back, we move on to the feet. The feet, we only use the wild orange and the peppermint on the feet. And then, so that people are not confused or expecting something that isn't going to happen, we do not use a sequence of strokes on the feet. What we use are pressure points, and that's the word that I wanted to say earlier. Okay. Thank you. Yes. So pressure. So it's an actual sequence of pressure points that resemble, and you can say is like a reflexology on the feet, and then there's 3 different sequences on the feet that are done that are pressure points, and then the 3rd sequence on the feet is a short stroke from heel to toe. So after the feet are done, we cover the feet, we uncover the back again, and then we use those last 2 oils, which, as you can see, and when you think about wild orange and peppermint, are the sort of wake up, the stimulating, even, they do address autoimmune, but they also stimulate. So after we place those on the spine and back, it sort of wakens or helps waken clients. I've had clients that don't even then, because they're at this point they're so chill. And some do fall asleep, and you never have to apologize for. I've had clients that apologize for falling asleep, and I'm always like, no, that's a compliment to a body work practitioner. If you were able to relax enough to fall asleep. So anyway, that is the AromaTouch technique. And unless Jenny can think of any questions that clients might have, I think I feel like I kind of covered it pretty thoroughly.
Awesome. Well, thank you for getting into that, and thank you for getting into specifically what the oil pairs are doing, because like I don't I know the oils through different, like with a different perspective. So
Mm.
getting a reminder of like, hey, these two oils are paired for this specific reason, and this is
Right.
what it's tackling in the body.
Mhm.
I think that's incredible. Dr. Hill, for those of you who are familiar with doTERRA history and stories and lore and personalities, Dr. Hill is one of the, what do we call them? Founding members?
Founding members, yes. Correct.
And everybody, well, maybe not everybody loves Dr. Hill. Everybody I know loves Dr. Hill. And when I've either attended convention in person, or when he gets up on the stage, and I've attended sessions digitally. I mean, everybody, I mean, Dr. Hill is like the rock star. He's just like, he has to tell people stop clapping so that I can talk, because I have a certain amount of time. But we just love to clap for Dr. Hill because I think he's so open-hearted. He's so open-hearted, and the way that he talks about the oils is just so plain,
Very genuine.
pointed,
Very genuine.
And he just loves what he does. He loves what he does, and that also is very clear when he speaks. And so anyway, I mean, who wouldn't be positively impacted by a speaker like that? But Dr. Hill was the one who created
That's
this
right.
technique.
He is the one that's correct. He's the one that created this technique.
Yep. And the AromaTouch Technique, there's actually a kit that you can order. There's, I believe there are videos specifically about how the technique plays out. So if you're super, super curious, you can dig into that. Mom is running a special, and this is going to run through about mid-June. So if you are curious to try a session and you want to go ahead and purchase and book one, her sessions are $50 for the next 6 weeks. And so I would encourage you to take advantage of that, and or if you want to purchase sessions for as gifts, give Mom a call, let her know, we'll figure that out as well. And we were trying a new live streaming situation because funny enough, last Monday was the last day that the Facebook API and Zoom and or third parties live streaming worked the way that they did. And so starting on Tuesday, when I tried to go live in a group again, it worked completely differently. But one of the cool things about this new configuration is that you can launch polls within the Facebook Live. And I know I just shifted our conversation into a techie space, but if you guys are curious and you want to know, I am testing this out and figuring it out as we go. So if you see like I'm distracted, it's because I'm looking at a different screen and working through like the technical parts of this conversation. But important things to know. Take off socks and shoes or whatever footwear, because you have to have bare feet. You're taking off your top, at least whatever you're wearing up at the top, because Mom has to get access to your spine and have your back free for the strokes that happen. She's going to make sure that you're comfortable in the space, comfortable on the table. The session is 45 minutes
long. That's correct.
And I think that covers it. Mom covered the oils. I'll do a few posts about that. I'll make sure, I know that we're live streaming specifically in the Living Well Together group, but I'll make sure that there are a few post reminders for the next few weeks in case you're like, yes, but I need to put a pin on that now. I'll think about it and schedule it later. I'll make sure that there are some reminders along the way. And then also, Mom, as you have more of these session types here in the next few weeks, we might want to have another CST chat that focuses on that so that we can maybe talk about some of the new learnings or reviews or conversations that you've had with people, and or how the AromaTouch session helped them. I feel like the AromaTouch session is a really great restart. If you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're in a season of anxiety, maybe it's exam time, end of year time, graduation time, and you just need like something quick that's going to take care of you and kind of give you like the oomph to get through that season, I think an AromaTouch technique session is really great. And Mom is offering it for $15 off her normal price. So this is a really great time to take advantage of that.
It's a great thing to experience, really.
Yeah. Remember the whoa. that I mentioned earlier. Thank you guys for your time and attention. I don't think that we had anybody here in real time, but so if you're catching the replay, we appreciate you circling back and paying attention. And we will see you next week. We are planning for Monday, so we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.